Hello, Jenny Lynn here. Okay, so I'm going to attempt my first card making video, and the name of this series that I'm going to try is called Old Stamp, New Stamp. So every month, of course, we get our Studio Calico kit, or you buy new stamps through different brands and different lines that come out, and I love stamps, but I am guilty of not always using them. So I get them and I'm so excited about them, and then something about it, I don't know if it's just like pure laziness, but like taking them out of the packaging and inking them up and then having to clean them off and put them back and everything, sometimes I'm just guilty of not using them all. So the whole point of this is to use the stamp when I get it and to also incorporate somehow into the project an old stamp that maybe I haven't used at all or haven't used that much. So for this project, I want to make a card for a friend that we just went on a weekend wedding vacation, and she my friend Saria also joined us, and I wanted to make her a card to tell her what a great time I had with her. And the one thing I know about Saria is that she loves glitter and sparkle, and this old Studio Calico stamp is from back in February, and I really love this one, and I have used it, but I definitely could get more use out of it. And there's this little quote here that says, don't let anyone ever dull your sparkle, and I think she would love this. And then the brand new Studio Calico stamps that I got yesterday in the mail for this month is this cute these little diamonds and gems, and so I'm thinking somehow of incorporating these two together on a stamp and a card, and so I'm gonna get some supplies together and then I'll come back and we'll get working on that. Okay, so you're about to see how trial and error my card making process is. I kind of just keep adding things until I like it the way it is, but I do try to think first about what I want the end product to look like. So first, I knew I wanted a card base that was very bright. I typically don't. I usually have just a white card base, but for this one, because I know Saria loves bright colors, I chose this like kind of pink neon color. And I know I'm going to try to do a little watercolor on this, so I am using a watercolor face for my card. And then here's the two stamps that I wanted to incorporate. So I'm thinking they're going to kind of be in the lower left quadrant of the card, and I'm going to have the diamond kind of like popping off a little bit. I'm going to stamp it on a separate piece of paper, cut it out, and put it on here like this. But first, let's just start with the watercolor. I'm just thinking like right behind the wording, I was going to do a little bit of watercolor, and I have a couple different watercolor sets. I especially like this, the Koi. I made a little swatch for myself so I can see exactly what's what. So actually, let's see, it's upside down. I was thinking for these I was just going to stick with the oranges and the yellows underneath, and my pen is not working that great right now, but just something really simple. I am not a great watercolor but I just love the effect, and so I have found myself incorporating it a lot lately, and I just kind of play around until I like the effect, just for a little added texture. So that looks fine here. You'll see I'm not a very precise crafter, but I think that's half the fun, just kind of seeing what comes of it. And we're just going to want to use our powder tool again, keep away all those little stray pieces, and then get our Versamark. Okay. Okay. So I had a few different blacks to choose from, but I decided to go with this the Zing metallic finish pewter. So it's going to have a little bit more shine than normal, and you know, we're already using glitter, so we may as well go all the way with this. Okay, that just have a couple stray bits. Okay. All right, now we're just going to heat this one up and do the same. Okay, so I decided to make a change, and this is what I was talking about when I say I can be very indecisive and I just keep playing. So I still like the idea of having this really bright background for the card, just given the person who's going to be getting it, but this, I like it, but it's just blending in too much. It doesn't pop enough, and this is kind of supposed to be the, you know, the strong embellishment. So I decided to do it on the same color as the background. I like the way it looks. It's definitely not my typical style, but it is fun and flashy and definitely reminds me of my friend Saria, so I'm gonna stick with this, and just gonna add a couple more things, and then I will show you the finished product. Okay guys, so here's the finished product. I finished it off by mounting it to our card base, adding those Color Shine gold spatters, and then I took the same stamp set, the new stamp set, and used these banners here and just added a little bit to the inside to make it a little cute when she opens it. And then finally, on the envelope, just added a little bit of that stamp, and just to bring it to the envelope. So that's the card, and I hope you guys enjoyed this first edition of New Stamp Old Stamp, and I hope it gives you some ideas and inspiration to take out those old stamps and use them with whatever new ones you've got coming in. Thanks!